What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy, MM2K, and I'm here with Cold Blood Sensei. We are back. Yes, we are back. We're here with another episode of In a Row Mic Check. It's been a long time. What's going on, Cold Blood? How you been, man?
Tired. Dude, I'm still recovering from Hellblade yesterday.
You had that much fun? It was that much of a blast?
Sure, yeah. The stream was fun, yeah.
Yeah, it was. And shout out to all of y'all that was hanging out in the stream. Cold Blood definitely is going to shout y'all out, man. We was mentioning that he was very thankful. I had to work two places. I was at work all day, and he's communicating. We're going back and forth trying to set the stream up, but we thank you guys that were able to help out and step in and make sure that the stream goes through great. I actually used it. I was telling Cold Blood, man, I think the stream was fantastic. What did you guys think? Oh shit. And to start things off already, we got Not Your Mother in the house with the 20. He says, let's see what you guys have to say about Hellblade 2. We're about to get into our spoiler field, and I'm gonna put in a warning up on the screen. This is not gonna be spoiler free. Okay. I don't want to do that to Cold Blood. I'm have him like tap dance around this and saying that. Nah. Yeah, I mean, look, you come here, we're going to tell you everything. We don't tap dance around shit. But yeah, we're going to definitely do that. Not Your Mother. Thank you guys so much for that. Thank you for the support. And thank you for helping out my brother with the stream. I actually used that Cold Blood in my arguments. Fuck it. So me and D Batch, I'm telling the shit. I won't say exactly what was said, but the hell with you, D Batch. I'm tired of your shit. Me and D Batch are in the DM, right? Shout out to D and his janky ass. So me and D are arguing over Hellblade. And I'm like, bro, now granted, I ain't played it. I'm not going to sit there in front. I didn't play it. Cold Blood played it. And I totally trust the analysis that Cold Blood gives because he gives thorough analysis and he just breaks it down in a way to where you undeniably knows what he's referring to in his gameplay, right? So as he's talking to me about what's going on with this game, and then I can actually see it actually in his gameplay, I'm like, bro, you're capping. The way that my brother broke this down, and I'll let him explain it for himself, it's not the way that you're saying it. And I'm like, going off your theory, Starfield is like a 10 out of 10. I'm paraphrasing. And he's like, well, what's wrong with Starfield? I'm like, here we go. Here we go with this shit. And again, not to knock you if you liked any of these games. I'm just saying objectively, as far as what the consensus is that Starfield was not that great of a game. You can sit there and say, well, for me it was, and you could be right. Both can be right. But objectively, when you look at user scores, it's not considered that great of a game. Okay. So there is no denying that, but people don't know that. They're in their own silos. They don't do their own research, and I had to deal with that. And I was actually able to use Cold Blood's gameplay. It was a godsend for me to shut his ass up. So thank you, Cold Blood, and thank you everybody that helped my brother with that. But let's go to the chat.
Especially,
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Especially those two that are chatting right now, Ray Jones and Dorian.
Oh, shout out to Ray Jones. Yeah.
Without them, I would have given up yesterday. I'm telling you. Like,
shout out to them too.
I was so damn tired. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, okay, the game goes on. Okay, good. But if those two weren't there, I would say, nah, I do the rest tomorrow.
I don't give a damn. Shout out there. Thank y'all. Hey, Doriega, hey man, y'all, we appreciate it, man. We that's why we operate like a family here, man. We really appreciate it. We're trying to do, that's why we're doing with the Discord and how we interact with y'all. We're really trying to build a family here. We're not looking for groupies or cronies like that. We're looking, we respect people's opinions. We'll debate you. You know what I'm saying? But we respect everybody's opinions, and we appreciate the help because we try to give back as well. You know what I'm saying? Like we got like a week and a half left for the giveaway. That's our way of giving back to you and saying thanks. We got Brigadier in the house. He says, "What's up, folks?" We got True Virgil, laugh out loud. Wow. So let me guess, you don't like Hellblade. Well, I can't say anything about it. I can only talk about the reception. I'm gonna let Cold Blood, the person that actually played it, the guy that actually played it, he'll tell you what he thinks about it. Yo, what's up? Abyss, what's going on? What's good, people? Says Dante Z. What's good? Good to see you. Silverback says you're gonna do a video of Microsoft buying Steam rumors. It's a very interesting topic. Me and Cold Blood was actually talking about that as we were waiting for everybody to come in. But I think it's gonna be members content. So we're good. Thursday is normally when we do members. I know we still got to make up for the members content we weren't able to do Tuesday because I was away. Tuesday was yesterday. Yesterday because I was away. But we could definitely throw that into some members content for tomorrow. What else we got here? Ray J said those cutscenes wore him out. Is that true, Cold Blood? Because I couldn't catch everything. The cutscenes were they wearing you out, bruh?
Not so much the cutscenes, but the fucking pointless nature of most of the game.
Doriega says Metacritic didn't have any other journalists covering that game but Xbox. Yeah, they talk about the Xbox tax. I'm going to say there's actually an Xbox credit or the Xbox curve. Because, and again, in my conversation with Starfield, when you look at Xbox games and what users say, the Metacritic for Xbox games are normally higher than what users say. But for some reason, when it comes to PlayStation, a lot of times, I'm not saying all the times, but a lot of times it's different. Let's use Stellar Blade, for example. Stellar Blade is, I believe, one of the highest, if not the highest user score game on Metacritic this year. But its score from Metacritic, from the actual journalist, is like 10 points or 1 point, however you rate it, is significantly lower. So there's really like if we want to be honest here, I know people are going to clip this shit and try to run with it. It really feels like a PlayStation tax and an Xbox credit. That being said, you don't hear PlayStation people complaining about that shit. They just sit there, they may clown the journalists and say, look at these journalists, they hating on PlayStation. We've done a couple of videos on it, Cold Blood and I'll talk about it, and then we move on. It's them mofos out there. They're doing all whole movements. Xbox tax. I mean, that was their whole summer. Xbox tax was ridiculous last year. So, didn't you get to sleep while you played it? Cold Blood says Silverback.
Wait,
he said, didn't you get to sleep while you played it? Talk about it was so boring. Didn't you sleep through it?
No, I did not sleep through it, but goddamn, I was close. It was goddamn 2 a.m. when I finished the fucking.
We finally finished it, yeah. Cold Blood got a late start to it. I had to wake up at 5. Yeah, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I've done a couple of those though. But yeah, that can be nuts. Not Your Mother says, Cold Blood, thank you for taking one for the team. See, Cold Blood, I told you, these motherfuckers ain't playing it. They played it vicariously through you, bro. I told you. They ain't not playing that shit. Game of the Year says Doriega. Cold Blood was excellent. They was like pumping you up and they're like, you're going to play. Because in essence, we could talk about this too. Like, we fuck with Post Up. My God. I saw this game, therefore I played it. We fuck with him all the time. Because how can you watch a game and play it? But when you talk about a game that everybody's giving credits to because it looks gorgeous, but then the gameplay in many instances, for many, not everybody, isn't present, I mean, theoretically, maybe you can play the game through Cold Blood and just watch him press up on occasion or whatever and tap A over and over. I don't know, but Cold Blood he'll completely define that. And lastly, we got Doriega. He says, now everyone talks about water in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Her ass got drenched in the ocean and was dry as shit. Let's talk about why the ocean looked bland, but water puddles look like water. And then Ray J says, I'll buy it on Steam for $5 in 2026. God damn. All right. So this is that part of the stream where, let me put a mark up here. Thank you everybody for your comments, because we're now going to get into the conversation in Cold Blood's review. But again, just as a quick recap, because I know you guys saw the video. If you didn't see the 12-minute intro, don't worry. If you just want to see that after this at 5 o'clock, like an hour after we're done here, it'll be available as a separate video. That's how we do things now. So don't worry, you'll get to see it again like an hour after we go off air. But just a quick recap, Hellblade 2 launched yesterday, right? And people feel like Ninja Theory, is Xbox's most talented studio, arguably. And I'm not going to argue with them about that or get upset about that. This was a flagship first-party title, so the expectations were high. Outside of the visual prowess, though, you have many people on the periphery top mount that the gameplay just wasn't present. They feel like it was a scale back from the first one. The length, as you can see, Cold Blood beat it in under 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? Even with all the technical difficulties. But if you consider the fact that he was eating and shit, you know what I'm saying? And the technical difficulties, he beat it in less than 6 hours. So I started hearing people talking about 10 hours. I've even heard people talk about 40 hours, which is ridiculous. Most of the Xbox flagship titles are falling in this range. It's making people really say, this regime cannot put out like stellar hits all like that. And we're going to talk about who's to blame, who we feel is to blame. Is it Ninja Theory, Xbox, somebody else, Terry Myerson, you know what I'm saying, Donnie D, we don't know. But right now, I'm going to shut the fuck up, because we're going to go to the man of the hour. Let's give him a round of applause that stayed up all night. Cold Blood Sensei, Cold Blood. Now it's your time. You have the floor. Spoilers alert. I got it on the screen. What were your thoughts on Hellblade 2?
Let's do it this way. You ask me, I give you the answer. What do you want to know specifically?
Yeah, what did you think?
Well, you gotta ask me specifically about what.
Oh, no. Well, generally, okay, so let's talk about the visuals. What did you think about the visuals? You think everybody's on point when they say that the game is gorgeous, it's the best looking game out there? What I'm going to do too is I'm going to try to get your gameplay on stream. If it starts buffering, y'all, please let me know. I'm just going to play it at 1080p. Just so you're aware, Cold Blood was streaming this at fucking 4K 60. My bro got a monster of a computer. So that's the type of shit we going through for y'all. But I'm going to find it. With that being said, yeah, was everybody on point about the visuals, or were they capping in your opinion?
Well, I say Ninja Theory's masterclass in Unreal Engine 5 development. Would you believe that?
Okay. Okay. I guess that's fair.
Like, this is the first game that actually uses this fucking engine right.
Okay.
Like, you can finally see the difference between Unreal Engine 4 and 5 with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so from the start, when we started the damn stream, I told everybody, like, bro, I'm not gonna even touch the graphics. I ain't criticizing that, bro. Shit looks fucking good.
Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Animation work, motion capture work, masterclass. Like I said, my score went up only because of that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Now I think that's a fair assessment. When I was watching it from my phone. Now my phone can go up to 1440p. When I was at work, when I could sneak and take little shots and send you messages and shit like that. Yeah, it fucking looked phenomenal. It looked phenomenal. And just so you guys are aware, even though it still looks great, the stream it does, we didn't even have all of the options set. So the next time we do this, it'll look even better. But yeah, they rocked out with the visuals, no doubt. So yeah, I
oh my god, you're showing in the part where I make the Xbox experience.
Is that what? Oh shit.
We had a joke going where I put that shit on 900p.
Oh man.
Bro, and
yeah.
I mean, you bots got the. Wait, you're breaking up, or is it my internet now? No.
There you go.
Oh. Okay, no, sorry.
You good? Okay.
Good.
All right. Okay. So let me see. What else can we cover here? All right. So you said the visual. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was about to say, if this 900p is the experience of Xbox, bro, the whole time,
yeah,
bro, you should get your money back for this fucking Xbox. Like, it looked so horrible at 900p, like so goddamn muddy and shit. Nah, I was like, no. Let me put that back on fucking 4K. I ain't playing it like that.
Unbelievable. So you're saying that the product as it's supposed to be realized looks fantastic, but when these mofos that are playing it on the console and the 900p is like, oh, this is the greatest thing, and you're like,
and 20 FPS.
Yeah.
And 20 FPS. Nah, brother. No. Nah, I'm not doing that. Hell no. If that was my only option to play the game, I would have said nah.
No. Yeah.
I'm not playing it.
Yep. And I can totally agree as an observer from watching the game. And I'm sorry, guys, like as we're streaming, because we're streaming and we're watching the video on YouTube, you're not going to get the full frame effect. Like it's going to stagger to 30. But trust me, when you watch, and I'll put the link to the stream in here shortly, and I'll pin it in here too. When you watch the stream directly, you will see this motherfucker flowing right, it looking good, and that whole you want 30 frames per second for cinematic, that's bullshit. This game shines when you're at 60, purely. Like it just looks good. You get such a better feel just from viewing it. I can't even imagine playing it, but you get such a better feel viewing it at 60 frames per second. So that whole cinematic thing is bullshit. Okay, that's cool. What about I hate to get to the, well, I mean, okay, so you said the visuals and the animation and the mocap and shit like that is good. Fuck it, I might as well get to it. The gameplay. People are dogging the gameplay. They're shitting on it. They're saying it's not there. It's bad. It's scaled back. What were your thoughts on the gameplay?
So, your what do you call the big finger on your hand?
The what?
What do you call it in English? Big finger on your hand.
Oh, your the big finger, your middle finger?
The one that is on the stick, on the left stick.
Oh, your thumbstick. Oh, the thumbstick.
Yeah, but your finger. Yeah. That
Your
motherfucker
index.
has to work overtime. Yeah.
Oh, your index finger. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. He has to work overtime. Like that is a constant. Just go forwards. And your best friend is the L1 button or LB or whatever it's called on Xbox.
Okay.
Because that is the sprint button.
Oh.
That's about 80% of the gameplay.
So when they showed that controller with just the A button on it, they were accurate.
Well, mostly. Like, yeah, if there is combat at some point, yeah, you gotta do a little bit more than that. Like, you have to use your right hand for once. But most of the time, it's only your left hand, the stick, the LB button, and the A button.
Wow. Oh.
And that is most of the gameplay.
Okay.
And if I see someone in here telling me that ain't true, you did not play the fucking game.
Yeah. Because I think Smooth was out there talking about some shit like that. It was complex. I seen other people talking about the shit was complex.
No, what Smooth is not understanding is the combat became more complex by having better motion capture.
Okay.
Yeah, like it looks more impressive than Hellblade 1. But the problem is that motherfucker has only the same combat for the entire fucking game. It does not change. It's always a how did they say? Intimately one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the entire combat. Like you never fight multiple people at the same time. And always it like, bro, they need to stop with this. When you fight, yeah, and you beat someone, she looks around like an idiot, and then all of a sudden someone what do you call it? Someone pushes her, yeah, from the fucking behind all the time. It happens like 10 times in one combat sequence.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to stop this, bro. Nah. That's bad. In my opinion, you should be able to freely move around the combat area.
Okay.
Not always be just focused on one motherfucker, you know? That's where they have to really revamp this whole combat system.
I see what you're saying.
Like it's on rails, bro. It looks good. And I'm not saying it doesn't look good. When she fucks them up, it looks great. Actually, the comes out and you see it realistically come out of their wound and everything. That is cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I got no issue with that, but the combat itself, bruh, it's just the RB button, the dodge button A, and then you do variable things with the what's it on Xbox, the X button and the Y button, like light attack, hard attack. That's all it is. And police in the future make this goddamn what's it called, the parry window, make it much bigger, because I was struggling to parry these motherfuckers. Like in Hellblade 1, it was easy, yeah, because if you see the attack coming, yeah, immediately when the attack is almost on you, yeah, you just push the button and she does that. Okay. In this game, I have no fucking idea what the parry window is. It's so random, bro. Yeah, like I need a better indication when I actually have to parry.
Okay.
That was some shit, bro. I died unnecessarily sometimes just because of that.
Yeah. And if you're bringing it up, Perry, like I said, I don't doubt that it's a problem, because you play games and you're very proficient as we all know, anybody that follows this content or, they know. But if you're new listening to this and you're like, well, maybe you're just not good at it. Nah, not this guy. You're talking to the wrong motherfucker. He plays these games, Demon Souls, and even more difficult games with the pairing. So if he's saying that the pairing mechanism is off, then it's off. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's interesting. So when you look at the gameplay and the combat in comparison to one, which one was better and why?
Well, one most definitely.
Okay.
Why? Very easy, because you could change between enemies. It was not just one-on-one.
Okay.
That alone made it more complex in that regard.
Yeah, and more fresh. Yeah.
And then the boss fights. Where are they in Hellblade 2? Like we had, from what I remember, okay, we had in the very beginning you have the one dude that is following you afterwards. Like, that was a little bit longer fight, against him. But it didn't feel like a boss fight. It was just a normal dude, that you had to fight for an extended period of time.
Okay.
After that, like 60% of the game, you had almost nothing but just random ass enemies. No boss fights, no anything. Then all of a sudden, this game changes to a fucking Attack on Titan on you, like real quick. Like, I was fucking shocked. Like, what the fuck? Where did that come from all of a sudden? But then the game became kinda interesting.
Okay.
The last 40% of the game.
The last 4. Okay.
Yeah, but still, how did you manage to make 3 bosses and all of them are fucking gimmicks? They're not real boss fights. It's just you run around, hide behind something, or hold yourself to not get swept away by the waves. Like, that is not fun. That was just fucking tiring.
Yeah. That's oh god. And we got an answer for what that is.
Like, no, in Hellblade 1, you actually had boss fights, real boss fights.
That's crazy.
Were they fucking amazing? No, but at least it was a real boss fight.
Yeah.
Here it felt like you just went through some fucking Last of Us zombies and whatever else, bro. Like,
it had a variety. There was more variety. Yeah.
Yeah, it was more, variety, yeah.
So, we got Not Your Mother say combat is lame, but we got a question from Silverback. Silverback, if you can remember, Cold Blood, he asked, how many fights are there?
How many fights are there? Did I count? Fucking hell, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna go and say about 15 big fights.
15
altogether.
Big fights. Okay. Because the way I heard it,
I don't know.
The way I heard it described, when you do get into fights, you fight one at a time, and what you'll do is you'll probably, at any given moment, you might have up to 5 people that you fight one at a time, right?
What do you say?
Like, like when you get into an area where you're fighting, like say if you were to, I don't know, if you were to come out of here and you were to fight, they say that normally when you start fighting, when you get into a group of enemies, rather, that you fight like up to 5 of them, but you're fighting each one at a time.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's because that's what I had heard.
If you have 10 enemies, you have to go through every single one by one.
One by one. Okay. So it does get higher than 10. I mean, higher than 5. Okay.
What do you mean higher than 5?
Because the way they made it sound is that, like, in any given area, the most enemies you'll fight is 5.
That's bullshit.
Okay. Well,
just watch the stream. That's total bullshit. I had one fucking fight lasting like a fucking half an hour almost.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, it was hella long.
So you had long fights. Was it that the combat, it wasn't spread out? It was just like clumped together? Is that, would that be a right description of it, or?
Well, the enemies have some gimmicks to them. Yeah, like one motherfucker can throw a spear at you. You have to dodge that shit. Another one can spew fire at you.
Mm-hmm.
Like another one is gonna come at you like, he's gonna try to tackle you.
Okay.
Shit like that makes them vary, but that's about it.
Okay.
No, they are still all just human-sized normal enemies.
Ah. Okay. So, well, there you have it. As far as the combat is concerned, Doriegas, it's more walking than anything. Is that true?
Of course, most of the fucking game is walking. Yeah. I mean, to get to the combat pass, you have to walk there. You're not driving in fucking ancient fucking Iceland or wherever the fuck this place.
Okay. Geek to Sneak says, if this game came from PlayStation, these mofos would be singing its praises. There has been some good reviews, but some you can tell from the beginning they wanted to shade this game. Geek, first and foremost, my question is, did you play it? Be honest. Did you know Cold Blood will find out if you lied? Did you play it?
I mean, he said he did.
Oh, he did say he played it? Okay.
He did, yeah.
So what do you think about that, Cold Blood, that Geeks is saying that people just wanted to shade this game?
Bro, that's total bullshit. If this game was on PlayStation, you know what would happen? That 81% would not happen on Metacritic.
I agree.
Forget that. Not 60, but it would be more close to a 72, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, bro, these Xbox sites saved this motherfucker from getting a worse score than the first one.
Yeah. Like the general consensus that I'm hearing, like Maddie plays Geek, in my opinion, I think is a good barometer to look at. Geek,
look at Order 1886, bro. Mm-hmm. That game had more going for it and got a fucking 60.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it was also a tech demo, sure, but that tech demo had more of a gameplay variety than Hellblade has. And it completely got shitted on.
Geek, I don't know if you're coming in late, but I mean, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. When you look at Xbox games, when they're reviewed in their Metacritic score, their Metacritic score is often higher than the user score. That's just the facts. When it comes to the PlayStation, it's different. Usually the Metacritic is lower than the actual user score. And I think, and I don't know what Cold Blood thinks about this, I think it's because if the game isn't super top notch, they kind of knock it down some because they expect every game to be God of War, Last of Us level. You know what I'm saying? And it'll take some lumps. Like, look at the reception, and maybe Cold Blood would know better than this why this is the case, but look at the reception that Ghost of Tsushima is getting now and the scores it's getting now that it's on PC versus what it got when it's on PlayStation. If that, you see what I mean? So, I mean, I know you might have your own individual taste where you feel like, nah, Starfield and this game.
Just look at Hellblade 1's Metacritic on Xbox One compared to PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that motherfucker is so boosted on Xbox One, it's ridiculous. It's at an 88 on Xbox One.
Yeah.
They review that fucker differently over there.
Would you say they like dog shit over
Yeah. I guess they lower their standards for games for whatever reason.
Yeah, and you know what, Cold Blood, I'm not trying to be mean, But my conversation with D Batch, I'm starting to realize that. And then some of the shit that I'm seeing, like I don't think these people are capping. I think they truly believe it. You guys don't know what a good game is. And I'm talking to D and I'm like, D. And he's talking to me kind of, and nothing against Geek. Geek, I love, Geek, I love you, bro. But when I had that conversation with D, he swore up and down that the majority of people love Starfield. And I'm like, bro, you're in like outer space. Look at the user score. The reason why that the Metacritic score is significantly higher than the user score is because you got places like IGN, when they speak how they feel, they got to come out and do a Spaces and explain it to you. Like, when did IGN do Spaces for PlayStation reviews? I don't remember that. They did a review for Starfield, and now they're doing one for Hellblade. They got to explain to y'all why they're not giving it a 10. I think there's a legitimate Xbox curve. And there's actually a PlayStation tax, but the PlayStation game ain't gonna run out the PlayStation tax. They just like, y'all hate us, so what? We're still thriving. Look at the Metacritic scores, bro, of the last few PlayStation games, and look at the user scores of them. Then turn around and do the same thing for the Xbox games. And I go by the users. The users will let you know because they're the ones that got to pay their money for this stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you like it, you like it. You like what you like. I'm not adverse to that.
Sometimes I think Geek is like, well, they don't like Xbox, so they of course gonna hate on the game. Like, no. That's not even the case here, bro. Like, I am fucking sad over here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really sad.
Yeah. Like, and if you heard my video, like the last couple of videos, my first video, I'm like, hopefully this game does do well. I think Ninja Blade is top. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so I think, and Geek, thank you for bringing up that up because it helps move this along too. So, I mean, again, like we have differences of opinions here, even on the panel, we have them with y'all in the chat, and that's what helps, bring our discussions forward. But I'm going to say this. Well, let's do this. You think it's appropriate now for you to give your score to game, Cold Blood? What did you score the game, and give a little synopsis why you scored it the way that you did?
Well, if I had to score it, it'd be between fucking 6 and 7. 6 and 7.
And I think that's what a lot of people are reciprocating, even fans of the game.
Look, 7 if I really ignore all the story of the game and just look at it as a pure tech demo.
A tech demo, yeah, just like lower. If you lower your expectations, which again, that's what we're arguing people are doing. If you lower your expectations that you wouldn't lower for any other game, right, Cold Blood, then it would be a 7.
Yeah. If I had to, let's talk about it now, I guess.
Yeah.
If anything, the story was just fucking pointless.
Yeah.
Let's be real here for a second. Mm-hmm. Like, more than half of the game, you run around fucking case fighting some bullshit. Yeah. I don't have no fucking idea why I'm doing all of that. Nobody tells me. That crazy mofo doesn't tell me. She just, I have to do it. Like, what do you have to do, bro? Tell me. I have to do it. Okay, good. After fucking, the game is almost done. All of a sudden, they start talking what they have to do. Like, they have to fight some fucking giants that were not mentioned before. Like, okay. Cool, I guess. Now all of a sudden the game makes somewhat sense.
Yeah.
But then the good part is only 40% of the game from the story, yeah? Mm-hmm. Where it actually becomes interesting with the whole giant things. Yeah. But then again, the execution was so rushed. Like, bro, there was not much... Not much saving the game anymore at that point.
Yeah.
Like when you get there, you're so fucking bored already.
Yeah.
The story.
Yep.
So
No,
if I had to just critique the game itself without the story and shit, yeah, like I would give it a 7. With the story combined, bro, that's an absolute 6, just above average. Barely above average.
And that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that from like I said, Maddie Plays, who like people are tired of defending Xbox. Like I think here's what I think is happening. And I know Geek, I'm not trying to be facetious because I used to do this. I did this. And this could be a possibility that you're doing it too, as others are doing it. A lot of us felt back in the day that that Xbox was being unfairly criticized, that we weren't giving them time. We weren't giving Phil time to get it together. We weren't giving that the community was being too unfair to Phil because they were still upset about Donnie D. That's what a lot of us thought. So as Xbox is dropping games that really aren't the greatest experiences, like, and I did this with Quantum Break. I was like, Quantum Break is so cool, right? Because it looked good and there were some cool elements in it. But I went back to the game and I'm like, yeah, this is trash. This is absolute trash. Like this is, in my mind, it was a 9 when it was actually, well, not trash, but I overrated it in my mind because it's like, well, there's elements here that can make something. Just give them a chance. And it could be, it's not us that are hating on it because it's Xbox. It's because you guys are still in a give them a chance mode to where you're excusing things that if this game was third party, y'all wouldn't excuse it. Like if this was an EA game or a Square Enix game or whatever, y'all wouldn't excuse it. Y'all would be like, not that great.
I'm blaming fucking Phil for this one.
Absolutely.
For damn sure.
Absolutely.
Like, him and his cronies fucked this game.
Yep. And I want to get that because we discussed that earlier today while we were prepping for the show. Let me see if I can find that because I sent it to you. There have been people talking about this and we weren't paying attention, and it was brought back up again when people were assessing. Here it goes. And I was like, oh, this is very interesting. So there's this tweet from here. I'm gonna pause the gameplay real quick because we're showing it live. Like, Cold Blood is not capping. He went through the whole game. He played the whole goddamn game. So, and he was a fan of the first one. But this Nubilis Philosophy, who has many followers and has a well, not many, but it has an okay following, says this is a AA game developed by a studio around 80 people. Development officially started in 2020. Considering the COVID year pretty much nuked their motion capture timeline, it was impressive that they got the game out when they did. And they dropped a story from Gamer Rant where Ninja Theory reveals when Hellblade 2 development started. So when you read that story, you find out that what happened was that even though there was talks about the game in 2019, the real production didn't start till 2020, and then you had the pandemic that nuked most of 2020. So you only got 3 years of development with this game. That's not enough. That wasn't enough time. Especially you using a new engine and you're trying to get all this physical stuff in there to Cold Blood and Minnie's account. And fuck everybody else. I'm trusting what Cold Blood says, as y'all should, because he's got the footage up here. And time after time, the shit that he says comes to fruition. He is saying that the game feels rushed, that there are things that just don't connect there that connected in the first game. Those are indications of the same shit that we got from Redfall, that we got from Starfield, like disjointed, disconnected stuff. Games being put out to market when they're not ready. I really feel that Ninja Theory and Cold Blood can speak to this better than I can because I'm going to shut up in a second. But I really feel that if Ninja Theory was given the time to really enhance this game, Microsoft supported it instead of trying to hurry up and get shit out there for Game Pass, this game would have been a fucking banger. Those are my thoughts. What do you think? And I would have cheered that on more than anybody. What do you think about that, Cold Blood?
What if they gave him more time?
Yeah, if they gave him the time to do what they wanted to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, how the fuck you make a game in 3 years? Not nowadays.
Yeah, you can't nowadays. Yes.
And if you have to make graphics like this, bro, yeah, in 3 years, of course you're gonna have a walking sim, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
That about what you can do in 3 years.
Yeah. In 3 years, you are gonna get a tech demo. That's the time you put together a fucking tech demo. You need like 4 to 5 years for like a AA game of this stature, and you need like what they're saying, like closer to 7+ for a AAA game now.
Geek, we do not compare it to Redfall. Not even fucking close, bro. What Redfall is a fucking disaster. This game is just a this game is a tragedy that was caused by film.
Didn't have to be this way. He's talking about, because I mentioned Redfall, but the reason why I mentioned Redfall is because Redfall should have never been released. What I'm saying here is you're having shit happen with these games because they're trying to rush product out. So yeah, Redfall was a disaster that should have never been released. Starfield wasn't put together right. This game rushed. Those are all management problems. Those are all connected to Microsoft and Xbox. It's not Ninja Theory's fault. This is signs of mismanagement at Xbox. Shit, I want Xbox to have a good game. I mean, look, I just got charged for I was looking at my charges, because what I normally do, and Geek, you showed me this shit. I hope I ain't spilling the beans that you want me to spill. But I usually cancel my Game Pass subscription and just re-up through CD Keys or something and get like a $3 version every month. I've never, the last couple of months, because I've been zipping and ripping and running, I forgot to do that. And the motherfuckers got like $18 a pop out of me, and I'm like, God damn it, I forgot to do that again. I ain't touched Game Pass. I haven't touched it in 2 months, because if I would have played the games on Game Pass, I would have remembered, oh shit, I need to do that shit that Geek showed me. So it's not that we're hating on the game. I really think, and it's something that y'all got to think about and really take some time to meditate on. And I'm saying that not to be facetious. I did it. I was doing it along with these kids Smooths and D-Batches and everybody else is doing it. Y'all want to award Xbox so much more time. Y'all want to be so lenient on them. They are the richest company in the fucking world, and they're not new to gaming. They already had the blueprint to do this right. It's just that they don't have people competent enough to do that. So I'm not going to give them a pass on anything that I wouldn't give a pass to a third-party developer. I think it's you guys giving them a pass, opposed to us being harder on them. And to back what me and Cold Blood are saying up, I give you guys a challenge. Go to Metacritic. Look at these PlayStation games. Look at the scores that they get on the Metacritic from the journos. Look at the user scores. You know what I'm saying? Then go and do the same exercise for Xbox. I want to show you guys something. You guys think I'm capping? Where's
I find it kind of funny. You all say I respect that you went through this. Like you act like you act like I was forced to play this game. No, I wanted to play the game. I told that many times, bro.
Yeah, you're a fan of the first one. Yeah. Steam. The biggest example that I can give you guys, man, is hold on. Maybe I can go back this way. Maybe that's what my problem was. No, I can't. God damn it. Here, I'll do this first. Let's go to Starfield. The biggest example that I can give you guys, while y'all sit there and think I'm being mean, here, let's go back here. This is Starfield. The freaking reviews on Steam are 58.77. Guess what?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think the game is a 6. Oh, you guys aren't being fair. They developed this game. They told you. They developed this game to be played for 10 years, strongly for 10 years. You want to see something? The freaking game that's what? How old is it? 8 years old? Has almost triple the players in it. Oh, Moss, that's just Steam. That's not fair. Xbox people love. Okay, well, let's go and see what Xbox people have to say about Starfield.
No juice. I literally had to find out how to use OBS by myself. Boss did not help me with that shit, but I wanted to play the game so bad.
Yeah, he did the damn thing.
I got it
gotta
done.
Give him credit. He did the damn. I got to give him credit. Okay, here goes Starfield.
He did not force me.
No, because he wanted to play, and he was like, "I'm not waiting for you. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it." Look at this, 3.25. That's a 6.5. Starfield got an 8 with an 83 Metacritic. Xbox people, Xbox users said the game is a 6.5.
The game of the generation is a 6.
Bro, I'm not trying to be mean. I've recovered. I'm a recovering Xboxaholic. Meditate on this. Because I think y'all truly believe what y'all been to the Xbox tax. Y'all really believe this? No, just like I had to tell D earlier today, no. And he shut his ass up because he didn't even realize it. He was so embedded in his rhetoric, I don't think he even realized that he was making up his own reality. People don't like this shit. Now, when you look at Hellblade, the user scores are favorable. I'm not going to front, but there's not a lot of them. It's not getting a lot of engagement, which that's worrying within itself. But when I go to people that play it, they're like, I like the first one better. Don't get me wrong, the second one looks fantastic. That shit looks awesome, but I like the first one better. And don't just go by me. I get Kid Smoothers out there, and I get that there's these Xbox warriors out here. There are people out there that will defend, that have been known to cap and defend for Xbox, that just cannot cap and defend this game all like that. They're like, look, I can get where people like it, but I think the criticisms are fair. You got a lot of people saying that. We had pure
Fallout
Xbox.
76, bro.
Pull out Fallout 76. Oh my God! Don't do that to him.
It better not be higher than Starfield.
No, Cold Blood. Why are you doing this? No, why are you doing that? Come on, man. Why? Oh my God! Well, that's on Steam. Oh my God! That's on Steam. Jesus! Why you? I'm trying to sound.
What about Xbox?
Oh my, I don't want to do it. Oh, please. Sweet baby Rays, please don't be higher. Oh God. Oh Lord. Okay, come on. Oh, damn. Phil done hacked my computer. He won't even let me search for it. Oh shit, look at this, y'all. I'm clicking it. Oh no. Phil won't let me search for it. Oh no. Oh man, he was trying to stop me. Okay. Fallout 76. Oh my God. Listen. Let me look and see. Let's see. Oh, ain't this some shit? Okay, let's go to what the fuck is going on here? Phil really hacking back. Fallout 76, let's go. Okay, it's
Xbox
okay.
Research. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, Xbox Research. Yeah. Okay, it's about the same. It's about the same.
So your best is the worst of Bethesda.
Yeah. Okay. No. To be fair, Fallout 76 is a 3 out of 5, where Starfield is it looks like a 6.25.
What's the difference?
Yeah,
What's
exactly. Well, the left side of the star, the left hand on the star was filled up on Starfield.
Fallout 76 and Starfield should not be disclosed.
But should not be in the same vicinity.
Not at all.
Definitely
not even in the 4-star. It should be 5 stars, bro. Like, what
God.
are we doing here?
Again, we're saying this because from Xbox people, you guys can say what you want about us. We're not Xbox gamers. And I can't remember the last time I rated a game on Xbox. The people that care about Xbox, that care to rate games, and yeah, this is my ecosystem. They're the ones saying this shit. They are saying that Starfield is slightly above. The Starfield is only slightly above 76, but most of them are playing 76 right now because of a freaking TV show. Come on now. It's not us. Sit down and meditate on this, y'all. I don't want to just focus on geek. All of y'all that are out there doing this, that may be watching this and may be lurking, sit down and meditate on the possibility that just part of you makes excuses for Xbox. And if you want to do that, that's fine. But you can't be mad at Cold Blood because he's like, no, I want quality. You can't be mad at me, someone who used to do it, who's like, okay, I've been doing this for almost a decade. I'm done now. I've made excuses for this guy. Other people y'all make it seem like Phil is like the only head of Xbox that there ever was. He's like the 5th chairman or the 5th CEO of Xbox or whatever. There were people that come in after him that was able to pick up the torch and keep flying high with the fucking brand. Not this dude. He's run out of chances. Now you got to produce 10 years later. People were able to produce sooner with less. He's getting checks written for $75 billion, $8 billion. He bought all those goddamn studios. How many more chances do we have to give them? If this game was a third-party title, it wouldn't be getting 8s. It wouldn't be an 81 Metacritic. I don't think so. If Ninja Theory was still independent, I think people would have looked at this game and they would have said, holy shit, this game is astounding, but I'm with Cold Blood. But the astounding visuals of this game, the visuals are astounding, but the astounding visuals of this game do not make up for the lackluster gameplay. I'm sorry. So, yeah, I just think there's some meditation that needs to be done on. Maybe I am, because I've done it. I've had to wake up from it. And the realization that you guys, I think a lot of you guys are doing this because y'all want to believe Phil is a good guy. I'm not saying Phil isn't a good guy. I'm not saying that maybe Satya hasn't put him in positions to where he's got to be dishonest in order to keep at it. It's not about him being a good guy or not. He doesn't know what he's doing at this level. He just doesn't know. Look at the history of Xbox. Look at what they've been able to achieve. Each of the leaders of Xbox, Peter Moore, Seamus Blackley, Jared Allen, and on and on and on, in the short amount of time that they had to achieve it, opposed to this guy, he's had 10 years. He's had more money than anybody's ever had. And now the best Xbox can do is mid-80 games that really don't, according to the users, they don't deserve to be there. And it's not a case of, oh, everybody else is wrong except me. Nobody's buying the console. Gamepass has come to a screeching halt. Xbox If it wasn't for the APK purchase, we would be talking about is Xbox closing down. The average gamer does not want Xbox as it is comprised today. So that's why I said really meditate on that, y'all. Because is the problem us? Or is it you guys are still writing out chance checks that should have been stopped a long time ago? So let's continue on with the chat. I wanted it to be successful. Yes, I did too. I want Xbox to be able to compete. The industry needs competition or else creativity and innovation will become stagnant. I totally agree. Cold blood, you don't have to lie. Blink. He said blink twice. If will try and tied you to a chair, it made you play this shit. Y'all don't know Cold blood. Cold blood would never let me force him to do a goddamn thing.
You did once and never again.
What did I force you to do?
Probably the equivalent of Redfall from Ubisoft.
Oh, that's no. The community did that. My hands are clean. It was the community's fault for that one.
It was your goddamn idea.
Or no, but hey, Sean, don't you try to run from this. That was Sean's fault.
Sean, you better not show your face right now.
Sean is a double agent, bro. He'll get both of us. Whoever he wants to target that day, he'll get both of us. 9.7K, bruh. I'm telling you, man. It's a hard pill to swallow. I want Ninja Theory to be successful because guess what's gonna happen? If this game isn't successful, what do you think is gonna happen to Ninja Theory, y'all? Matter of fact, Cold Blood, do you think that'll be a good poll?
They better not close them. No. The last thing you do is close them. Hell no. Oh, I'm gonna be so done with Xbox if they close Ninja Theory, bro. Like I will not touch Gamepass ever again. I can guarantee you that much.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this to the public.
No, do a poll.
Yep. You think?
Oh yeah, right. Doriega, it was you. Yeah, you motherfucker. I forgot about this.
Oh, was it him? Doriega was in there too. Yep. All right, the poll's up there. I say if Hellblade 2 isn't commercially successful, do you think Xbox shuts down Ninja Theory? Maybe I should have put down Microsoft. But you got to understand, Microsoft is at the wheel now. And for all of you guys and gals that are like Moz, Cold Blood, why do y'all keep talking about Xbox if y'all think they're so crappy? It's not about, oh, we got to shit on the Xbox product. No, you got to understand. Xbox is just the marionette puppet. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker that's pulling the strings is Microsoft. Microsoft is dangerous to game. They were talking about, oh, we're afraid of Google and Amazon. Now, them motherfuckers don't know what they're doing. But Microsoft has a ironclad plan. They wanted to take gaming. Listen to this shit, y'all. They wanted to take gaming and they wanted to buy up all this property. And they wanted to put all this property in Game Pass. And they wanted it to lose money. But they wanted you to subscribe to it at a high rate. Why did they want to do that? Because instead of giving you better quality, they just wanted to give you a cheaper product. And they knew that they would be the only company that could afford to do that could afford to lose that much money and still be able to keep the product and service. That then what would happen is that they would price everybody out of the market and then they would raise the prices. That's what they wanted to do. So they wanted to make the market not about quality, but about we priced everybody out, everybody else can't compete. Microsoft is dangerous to gaming. That's why we keep talking about them. We keep trying to tell y'all they're using Xbox, the mask, to do their bidding, but Microsoft is just dangerous, period. Y'all ignore that. Y'all see this nice guy, Phil. He looks like the nice neighbor that y'all wish y'all had. You know what I'm saying? And he's in charge of gaming. Oh, he wears nice little limbo shirts and all that shit. And he knows all the references and the terms of gaming. He doesn't know what he's doing at this level. All he's doing at this point is just enabling Satya. He's got y'all brainwashed and he's enabling Satya to do all this shit. Now there's rumors out there that they're saying they're fake, and we're going to talk about that with the members, but now there's rumors out there that these motherfuckers might buy Valve. Do you really want Microsoft to buy Valve? If any of you think that Microsoft buying Valve is a good idea, there's nothing I can say to you. The only thing I could do is get as much super chat and member money that me and Cold Blood can and get you a CAT scan. You're too indoctrinated. There is nothing worse than Microsoft getting a stranglehold on this industry and doing shit like that to just price out other people. We've seen what happened with Embracer. Embracer's nowhere as big as Microsoft. Look at the damage that they've done. They've purged position. Some of this talent that keeps getting purged and tossed around everywhere, they're not coming back. Why do you think BioWare is so shitty now? All that talent that made Mass Effect 1, 2, and in my opinion, did the best job they could do with 3 because of what EA was asking them to do, they're gone. They left. They said, we're sick of this shit. And that's what talent has been doing over and over and over again. Microsoft is dangerous to gaming. That's why we keep talking about them. But all y'all see is Xbox. Phil got the limbo shirts, and Sarah Bond, her smile is gorgeous. Matt Booty doesn't seem like he can harm anybody. Listen, his name is Matt Booty. Y'all so gullible. They done took Ninja's Theory, a company that had limited resources but still made a great experience in the first installment, got under the helm of Xbox only to do a tech demo? Y'all gotta be honest. Let's be honest here. Did y'all really think that this game was gonna be this small of a scale before they started announcing this shit? Let's be honest now, because that's gonna tell you if you've been indoctrinated and if you need to meditate on this. Before they said something, did y'all think that this game was going to be a digital only 5-hour game? No. You guys thought that Microsoft was pumping a bunch of money in this shit. It was going to be a $70 game. I'm sorry, what were you going to say, Cold Blood?
Hell no. Like, bro, you being owned by the richest company in the world, and now you're making a smaller game than the first one that you did by yourself with a 10 million budget?
It's common sense.
No.
Cold Blood, we can't be the only ones with common sense here. What is going on? What is happening? And I know there's some of y'all in the chat that ain't falling for this dog shit. Thank God. I'm just saying. I'm talking about as far as these other creators that are coming out here. Y'all just hating on this, man. Xbox tax. The hell out of here, man.
Ninja Theory got taxed by Xbox.
Yeah.
Big time.
They probably was sitting there like, oh my, they're high-fiving each other. Man, we're really gonna, Hellblade 2 is gonna be fucking awesome. Oh my God. And then Phil walks in and like, okay guys, you have until 2024 to release it. What? And I think they did the best job that they could do in 3 years. But before we start looking at the people that are criticizing this, think about this and think about what you keep accepting. It's like if Cold Blood comes and he's having dinner with his family at this expensive restaurant, and I'm the server, and then they order all this shit on the plate. I mean, for the menu, And I keep coming back to them and I keep saying, oh, well, we were going to cook that up, but we got to short you on some of the shrimp, or the steak is only, it's not a 10 ounce, it's only 4 ounces. Are you going to continue to sit there and be like, oh, okay, well, I'll continue to pay the same price, or I'll continue to keep investing into this restaurant and keep coming? No, you don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. On this menu, you say this is what you're capable of providing, but every time I ask for something, I'm getting something totally different than what I expect. I'm not coming back to this fucking place. That's what y'all would say in real life. Why is it when it comes to Microsoft, y'all do something totally different? Every time Microsoft presents something to you, it's totally different from what they've indicated that they will provide you, and y'all just keep lapping it up. It's all right. It's okay. This is the richest company in the world, as Cold Blood just said. They don't need your chances. You think they're giving you chances. They're just beating you over the head with a cash register. Muhammad Almar, 2,600 at the moment. What am I missing? I guess he said sadly they're going to close Ninja Theory. God damn, 73%. How many of y'all voted on this? Muhammad says Ninja Theory, you are next. Yeah, who's seen Best Sport?
I voted no.
Yeah,
because
I hope not.
I wish they don't.
Yeah,
like nah. If they do, then every single fucking studio is gonna die over there. Like, no one survives, bro.
And they'll keep going to go acquire companies, and these diehards for they created a bunch of sycophants. You diehards will keep fighting and threatening, sending threatening letters to the CMA or whatever. CMA will just say, fuck it, just let them do it. Fuck it, we don't get it. Let's let them do it. They're talking about stripping our powers, fucking listen. And then by the time, and then gaming will be awful. Will be totally awful. Don't forget our poll. If Hellblade 2 isn't commercially successful, do you think Xbox shuts down Ninja Theory? So Cold Blood, just to make sure, I apologize if this is redundant, if I'm making you repeat yourself, but you don't blame Ninja Theory for this. You think that this is an Xbox/Microsoft thing on why this game comes up short the way it does, right?
Well, I have no other indication right now that Ninja Theory wasn't rushed.
Yeah, I agree. 3 years just isn't long enough. We got Ice Queen Gaming in the house. What's up, Ice Queen? Good to see you as always. Yep, it's no longer Xbox, it's Microsoft Gaming. Microsoft ain't playing that shit that Xbox was doing anymore. Yeah. Juice says we're going to be singing "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye" for Ninja Theory. I hope not, man. Bill Gates said out spending the competition.
I hope Ninja Theory can buy themselves out of that shit.
Yeah.
That'd be right.
Yeah. This is what I would suggest if you're an Xbox studio. And I know this is against corporate policy, but I would highly suggest that you guys do it. In like some back alley somewhere, like a bunch of you studio heads, Ninja Theory, and all the other talent, get together and start thinking what Saber Interactive did. Saber Interactive, went and found funding, and was able to buy themselves away from Xbox and be self-run again. I think you guys should look at ways of doing the same. Because Matt Booty said, unless he was lying, before the Bethesda purchase, he had said that there were clauses in the contracts that if you guys didn't feel comfortable, you could buy yourselves out. Now, maybe that came with a statute of limitations, meaning it had to be by such and such date that you could do it. And I imagine that's the case. But if such clause exists, get you a good lawyer, see what you can exploit, and I would buy yourself out, because we'll see by this time next year. I don't think Ninja Theory, if this game doesn't propel in its users, in its sales, I don't think nothing happens this year. I think this time next year you will see Ninja Theory cut. And people are saying, but Moss, they greenlit Jez Gordon. If y'all still going off of Jez Gordon sources, I don't know what to tell you. The only thing I can tell you is that Tango Gameworks they were greenlit as well to expand. Now, how far they were in expansion, I don't know. I think they had secured a building or some shit like that. Maybe interviewed a couple of people, had a couple of positions out there. I don't know. I can't say with 100% certainty. But their shit was greenlit. They were greenlit to expand as well. And can I give you, without getting too much in the muck of the business, because I know it makes you guys' eyes roll. Can I tell you guys something? Because I've unfortunately had to do this a couple of times in my management capacity. When you lay people off, you don't cut the expenditures. You make it look BAU. That's an acronym for business as usual. Meaning you still hire people, you still expand, you give all appearances that everything is good, and because you're going to write it all off anyway when you let them go. That way nobody's the wiser, because what you don't want is, even though you plan on getting rid of said area, you don't want the people walking out on you, because you still need those positions done. You still got to tell your clients what you're going to do and explain it to them. So you still need those people there until you let it go. I know it sounds grimy and sleazy and fucked up, and it is. That's how they do it. So don't be fooled by the fact that shit was greenlit. You know how many areas that I've had to unfortunately lay off, and they had positions that were greenlit, expansions that were greenlit, only for us to close it all down, and the people to ask as the security's walking them out the door, and they walk past us. You guys did all this to let us go? It happens. Don't be fooled. And you don't have to take it from me. Look at what happened with Tango. So yeah, I get that the next Ninja Theory project was greenlit or whatever. If I'm there, I ain't trusting Microsoft as far as I can throw those motherfuckers. I'm meeting in some back alleys. We're sitting there talking over some lattes and some frappas, and we're coming up with some funding sources, man. And we're bouncing. We're doing the thing that the business doesn't want us to do. We rolling on them. Fuck them, because they don't have our best interest at heart. We're rolling on them. Juice says Steam is next. If Microsoft buys Steam, it's over. I don't know. What do you think about that, Cole? I mean, I know we're going to expand on this with the members, but what are your thoughts of because I'm seeing Xbox and Xbox fanboys out here actually praising a move like that. What would you think about Microsoft buying Steam?
Can you go first? I need a minute. Oh,
okay. Yeah, Microsoft, like I said, we're going to expand on this with the members when we do our next member stream. Do us a huge favor. We got like 19 people in here, and we only have 14 likes. Let's try to get to 20 likes. If you're enjoying the content, please hit that like button, and vote in our poll too. We got 18 people watching and only 11 votes. Your votes are anonymous. I don't know who's voting what. Again, the poll is: if Hellblade 2 isn't commercially successful, do you think Xbox shuts down Ninja Theory next? Let us know. Yeah, that would be horrible to me. That would be absolutely horrible to me if Microsoft look at what they're doing. Like the shit that you guys are enjoying with Steam now, all those benefits. That's over with. All the shit that you love about Steam, that's gone. All you motherfuckers that like to pirate shit because so-and-so done cracked a Steam game, everything on Steam is going to have Uber DRM, or it's going to be, from the store level, they might not be able to enforce it, but it's going to be heavily influenced. They might give a discount to it. If your shit has DRM on it, we only want 20% because that's the more sales we're going to get. You only give us 30% if your game doesn't have DRM.
All I'm going to say about this is they're going to Microsoft that shit.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's all I call it. Bro, they're going to integrate that shit into Windows like you never seen before.
Oh, man. You ain't never lied.
And it's going to be the worst user experience ever.
Now we got this thing happening where, okay. I thought my chat was acting up again. Not Your Mother says the FTC would probably fight it tooth and nail. They would, and they would fail again because the FTC is incompetent. I hate to say that. Let me give you guys somewhat of an inside track. So I was talking offline with somebody close to Google, very close to Google. And we were talking about the testimony because both of us were avid hopers that the deal wouldn't go through because we knew what it would do to gaming. And we were talking about how, the possibility of this even being blocked is thanks to Google and maybe Amazon, whoever else on the cloud side went and dry snitched on Microsoft. It was like, look, this is what these mofos is planning to do. And in that conversation, we had expressed how important it was for the FTC to sit down with Dov Zimmering, the co-founder of Stadia, to sit with him and explicitly go through why they felt that they were hampered by Xbox and why they felt like Xbox would hamper other people, to ask the right questions, to have the right impactful rebuttals. We said if they work with Dov, because Dov is a very smart guy, they work with Dov properly and they get the right questions and stuff out there, this will be the nail in Xbox's coffin. And FTC completely fucked it up. They completely fucked it up. That testimony was a waste. Months later, all the shit, they released a document of the deposition of Dov Zimmering. So those of you that don't know what a deposition is, it's like the interview process that you go through before you give testimony. There are times that you can give, there's plenty of business things that I've had to give depositions on, but I've never had to testify. They just use my deposition. You know what I'm saying? But if the other side wanted to cross-examine me, they can cross-examine you during the deposition, or they can put you on the stand where they add more pressure to you, whatever. Well, anyway, Dov Zimmering's deposition was 20,000 times more impactful than the testimony. The shit that he was saying, if he was able to express himself that way during the court case, there probably wouldn't be no ABK deal. And I'm reading this document and I'm like, holy fuck. What happened? FTC. They are the American government, and I don't want to get into make this one of these podcasts. The American government, when it comes to actually understanding how shit works, is the most incompetent out there. They don't know how anything happens. All they know how to do is open up their hands and take lobby money. They did not educate themselves enough. Sarah Bond walked circles around them. All of them did. Satya don't know nothing about gaming. Yeah, well, we don't want exclusives. We PlayStation, let us compete. And FTC just fell. Oh my God, that's too much. And they just passed out. Like Fred Sanford. Oh my God, I'm coming, Edith. It was despicable. And me and this Google person, or this person close to Google, we were like, God damn, what a fucking waste. What a waste. And I know people at Google were like, God damn, how incompetent can you be? So even not your mother, yes, you're 1,000% right. The FTC would hop all over this, but they're so incompetent. Our government is so incompetent, they would get away with it again. Again. And we've already seen what's happened with the CMA. The CMA is compromised. What do I mean by compromise? The UK government is compromised because Microsoft came down on the UK government and pressured them to go back to the CMA and say, look, if you don't work something out with them so they can do this, we're going to strip you of your powers. And the CMA did something unprecedented, something that I've never seen them do. I don't think they've ever done. They had a decision at that particular stage and they pulled it back and said, well, submit it again. They've never done that from what I can recall. Never. It's in the laws that it's possible, but it's never happened from what I can recall. And they said, oh, submit it again. So they're compromised because they don't want their power stripped. So I hope the only person that can stop this is Gabe Newell. And I hope to God that Gabe Newell, we idolize this guy and we praise him. We'll now see if all that idolizing him was all for naught. If he approves this shit, oh, he's a piece of shit too. Because somebody's got to step up for the culture and say, no, this can't happen.
He wants that Bobby money.
Yeah, he probably wants to take his ass in Cancun too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that would be horrible. Sony pulling all the games off that storefront. Yeah, they would be, and they would be having their own. Speaking of that, what is that? The big update. What is that from Sony? Is that the 24th of this month? We got to find out when that is so we know when to host that stream. Microsoft bought and paid for that decision. Yeah, they bought and paid the influence. And oh yeah, well, people are talking about the judge too. I just find that funny. I don't see why the judge wasn't recused. I don't see why the judge wasn't recused. That's just me personally. I mean, you may have legal experts that say, oh, that's a stretch. But I remember when I was taking law classes in college, because it was part of my business. I wasn't going to be a lawyer, but it was part of my business management curriculum. And when I was taking my law classes in college, I was fierce. Like, oh no, I would have made that motherfucker recuse. And I remember the instructor in the class even laughing, like, God damn. Like, you cold. I'm like, but I'm making sure that there's no fucking fraudulent activity. You know, you guys don't care about this shit. Like, the law doesn't care about fraudulent activity. So in my opinion, I don't see why she wasn't pulled off the case. So I can't argue with anybody that feels like that it was bought and paid for. I specifically know that, yeah, the UK government was approached in a certain heavy-handed way, and they were made, pretty much. They bitch slapped the hell out of them and made them go to the CMA. Now, I don't know what they used to persuade them, or what they've argued to persuade them with, but whatever it was effective, and they went to the CMA and they stopped. The CMA was like, oh, just submit it again. It's one big payday. Says Doriega. Tomorrow. Oh, it's tomorrow. Oh, Cold Blood. Oh, well, if it's tomorrow, is it not your mother? Is it a stream? Is it going to be like a live stream? Yeah, we might have to do that. Let's see when the place. What is that shit called? Cold Blood? Does anybody know? Because we'll do it here. The PlayStation.
Something future. Only we gonna go day and date PC. Something like that.
PlayStation Future Show. Well, I know, but we'll do it at your leisure. I know you're tired of shit.
Good.
We'll do it at your leisure.
If it's news day, it's news day. I don't care. We'll do it.
Okay. PlayStation Showcase. What is that? PlayStation. Somebody can find a link or something like that. I'd appreciate it. Is that the PlayStation? What is that shit called? PlayStation, or it's the Sony? I think it's the Sony.
Maybe go to Zubitech.
Okay, let me go to Zubi. We want to see what that is. Zuby Tech. Let's see what he says. Yeah, y'all. But I'm just hopeful that people understands what's at stake here. This is not about just hating on Xbox because you don't like Xbox. Like, we want them to do better, yeah. And we'll clown around and all of this stuff. But we want more games to play. Cold Blood and I both subscribe to Game Pass. We don't subscribe to Game Pass. Look, we're not subscribed to Game Pass. We don't waste money just to talk shit. No. I got better things to do with my money. But no, we want to be connected to wherever great games are at. Let's see here. Credit to, it says investors want Sony acquisition of Paramount to go through instead of Skydance. Okay. We'll keep going. What is that shit called? I think it's the Sony something. Did a bookmark. Yeah, if you want to know anything PlayStation, you better go to Zuby Charts. At least over 20 years. At PXO. Great news now. Standing 2's film. Played. Oh, what is that event called? The Sony something. Hold on, let's see. They will discuss the future strategy of their branches. Comprise PlayStation. It says it's not a show. It's a Sony. Oh, it's a Sony investor call. So it's not a show.
A press release.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't react to the fucking press release, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do that. Well, we'll just, I guess we'll do that. Well, we'll be doing a podcast tomorrow.
The fuck not.
Be doing a podcast.
Didn't
tomorrow.
do one on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be doing it on. We'll be doing a podcast tomorrow, talking about it, and then we'll follow up again. Okay, yeah, I can't find it. Investor isn't the strongest. I can't find it, but that's what we'll do. Sony is dynamic. Roki Totoki. I wonder. Yeah, I want to know what the fuck they're gonna do with this dude. Don't let him go. Roki Totoki, let his ass go, man.
He stays CFO.
Yeah, like he can continue to be. Okay, Sony 4K. Oh no, that's their fault. Shit. Can't find this shit. Sony 4K. Oh, come on, Zuby. You come on, brother. You reporting the same shit 9 times over. Come on, brother. Where I now that Not Your Mother says it rejogs my memory. Yeah, it's going to be an investor call, so we'll have a podcast to respond to the investor call. You guys think day and date PC is happening? I don't know. He says, look at the chats. Says they will discuss the future strategy of their branches and comprise PlayStation. Sony strategy. Oh, okay. Nah, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Yeah. I want it. Let me. You are the fucking man. All right. Let's put that. There we go. Oh, okay. Now let me put this on the screen, y'all. Y'all can see this shit. This is going to be the PlayStation meeting. Corporate strategy meeting beyond the boundaries. Corporate strategy. Oh, and oh no, live streaming. You can live stream the thingy, but I wonder if they're going to have English interpreters there. So you're gonna have Yoshida and Totoki, and I know Totoki likes to talk in English. Oh, and you can what? And you can download the corporate materials and shit. Oh man, the meeting will be live. What time? I'm gonna put what time is 10:30 JST? 10:30 JST and EST. Oh shit. Oh, hold on. Is this tonight? This might be tonight. Well, Cold Blood and I will just react to it. That's all. We ain't always got to be first. It's always better. We'll just react to it tomorrow. I think this is going to air tonight because today's the 22nd. So it says 10:30 to 12 on 5:23 JST, meaning it'll go live for us tonight at 9 p.m. or it'll be available 9:30 p.m. Today is not my late day at the business, so I could probably do something with the members tonight. Yeah, let me bookmark this. Could probably do something with the members, and then Cold Blood and I will react to it tomorrow. I think that's. Thanks, not your mother. I appreciate that. That's some good shit. I'm gonna just put this in our DM, Cold Blood, so I don't lose this. Oh, that'll be exciting. We'll see. So members, definitely stay tuned, even if I can do it, because tonight's not my late night. Hopefully, if I can get home at a reasonable hour, then I'll cover it. It's going to be an hour and a half, it sounds like. Like a live streaming button here. Oh, this shit's on YouTube. Oh, shit.
So, when is it starting?
It's live. Yeah, it is tonight. It's live in 5 hours.
No.
No, I know. Yeah, you got to sleep. Yeah, I mean, I'll do something with the members where we live react to it. So yeah, if I can get home, that means as soon as my wife gets here, we got to eat and I got to get the fuck out of here. And that way I can get home and then I'll live react to it. But yeah, it's tonight. It goes, they just said in 5 hours. Yep. Live in 5 hours. You guys see that? Holy shit. We'll find out. We'll see if can y'all do us a favor? Can y'all hit that like button? Hit that like button, man. We had a great show today. Cold Blood gotta get his rest, man. You guys just to show y'all that he ain't capping. This man stayed up all night. Not only did he stay up all night, y'all don't understand the rigors of streaming. Y'all think it's just click a button and we start talking. It is if you're on Twitch. To do this shit on YouTube, it's cumbersome. So he had to teach himself how to manage OBS, how to do 4K 60 streaming, and he had to do that all within a couple of hours. And then of course Doriega and we had Ray J help him out as well. Thank y'all. We really appreciate it. And he stayed up all night, his time, to play this fucking game. Bro is tired. So I'll link up with you guys tonight and we'll live react to it. But that way we'll do it, because what I hate is when people try to give their own interpretations of shit and it be all wrong. At least we'll be watching it full, frontal. And that way if somebody tries to come with some bullshit, oh yeah, Sony said that they're putting all their games on Xbox tomorrow. And you're like, we watched the presentation. That's not what the fuck they said. At least we'll be able to do that. You do us a huge favor. Hit that like button. Vote on that poll. We got 22 votes on the poll. And I mean, if the 6 motherfuckers hit the dislike button, I don't care. It don't matter to me. And
we're not ending it here, right? I mean, we got some time left.
No, yeah, we still got 15 minutes. Hellblade 2 isn't commercially successful. Do you think Xbox shuts down Ninja Theory? If you haven't voted, go ahead and vote. We got 22 votes, which is great. This thing starts in 5 hours. As soon as my wife gets home, we got to eat dinner. I hit it because you said so. Says Doriega, laugh out loud. Thank you, not your mother. I appreciate it. What's up, Bulls for Life? What's going on? PC gamers been too ungrateful as of late, says Ray J, to be getting day and date. Yeah, but what are your thoughts on this, Cold Blood, the whole day and date? I know we kind of we've been observing the port begging thing. What do you think about all this port begging? I thought PlayStation games were so trash, but everybody wants them day and date.
I don't see the logic. Like, why the fuck you trash these games but want them?
Mm-hmm. It's jealousy.
Yeah, it's feeling some kind of fucking entitlement or something. Like, no.
Yep.
Just because you bought a $1,000 GPU doesn't mean all of a sudden you have the right for every single fucking game out there.
Every game, exactly. Paul Game says, I doubt that they talk about PlayStation much. Yeah, I don't. Everybody's making this a big deal, Paul G. I didn't understand why they were and why so many people just assumed that this meant that they were going to talk day and date. I don't know. It says Sony, but the corporate strategy meeting. So let me put this in Twitter and see if there was something in a tweet or something that explains why everybody's getting shit in their underoos about this. Sony corporate strategy meeting 2024. See what we got. The Sony will be held tomorrow. Don't miss the live stream. 9:30 to 11 Eastern today. Live streaming. Here goes the I'm gonna bookmark that. See what else?
I don't like this verbiage, bro.
Like beyond the boundaries. I'm trying to look and see what verbiage in particular is setting people off. Maybe it's something that I'm missing.
Well, beyond the boundaries is already a fucking red flag.
Management direction. I mean, PlayStation is their biggest business, so yeah,
That sounds to me like the no fucking red line.
Sony will hold you. live webcast thing there. I'm just looking at different shit. We got William Aguilar. He says Sony will hold their, he says in the next week, he says Sony will hold their yearly first meeting will focus on Sony as a whole company. The second set of meetings will focus on each segment of the company. Games and network services is PlayStation SIE. Sony PlayStation will include their vision for the future for the company, including the PlayStation console, PlayStation games on PC. A lot of people are concerned that they will announce here. Let me put this up here. You guys can see what the hell I'm chatting about. William, he says, let's see, a lot of people are concerned that they will announce single player PlayStation games going day one to PC, but I don't believe that will be the case. That said, I could be wrong, and I'm willing to admit it. I continue to that's just his analysis. What's going on? I'm trying to find like certain verbiage. Tomorrow, interesting to see the changes in the PlayStation portfolio. We'll see. I mean, if they announce day and date on PC, and it's, I'm still in the belief system that I think it's their best bet. That if they're looking for day and date content to be on elsewhere, do it through cloud. You know, and I know cloud is niche right now, but build that part up. That way you still have control of everything. You have control of the store. You still get 100% of the store. Now, if you do your own launcher, you still get 100% of the store. But the flip side is you're going to get pirated like a motherfucker. You do the cloud. I get that you're going to have a smaller sample size, but you're going to have a smaller sample size anyway because you can get pirated like a motherfucker. So I would just start off on the cloud and just build that infrastructure until it gets more and more reliable, that more and more people will be willing to engage with it. If you want to do PC and then have your premier way to engage with your games, you got to buy a console. That's it. You know, if you're going to do day and date that way, that's the only way I feel like is your best bet. Do it through the cloud. And you're just going to have to grind in that arena. But I'm looking for, keyword is condo. I'm looking for the Sony's will take place tomorrow. Okay, here's something from the 26th from Daniel Lamont. This is Daniel Lamont dedicated presentations and updates for PlayStation strategy. Okay, so let's see what Daniel Lamont has to say about this. So he says Sony's corporate strategy meeting took. Oh, this is fucking old. That's from 2020. Here's something else though from Icon era. I guess. About to say. But that's interesting. I'm gonna bookmark that here. Oh, wouldn't mind seeing that. Beating back on that. Do this. All right, Daniel Lamar dedicated presentations and updates. Let's see what they got here posted on Recon. It says, worth noting this is for the entire company, not just PlayStation, although there will be dedicated presentation and updates for PlayStation strategy on May 30th. Okay. So that's interesting too. So what Daniel Ahmad is saying is that there is going to be information for PlayStation here, but there's going to be a dedicated presentation on the 30th. So damn Daniel. Damn you. Does he have a time? Just to clarify, the May 30th date is not a showcase direct. It's a business strategy meeting for investors where they talk about PlayStation business. Here is my thread from 2022 as an example of what to expect. Oh, okay. This is what. All right. Showcase would be announced separately. Okay. So the thing that's happening on the 30th is more for investors, but that information, as we always know, gets made public. And as we know, the stuff from these investors, like I know Z and I had talked about it. Like, remember we were talking about the day and date chart that comes from this, right? But that doesn't come to fruition. Like, that hasn't come to fruition. And I think that it was something they were flirting with, but it hasn't come to fruition. So the business plans change all the time. Just look at Microsoft. But that's what looks like that's happening. You're going to get some communication on the 23rd. You're going to see some thoughts and ideas in the direction talked about on the 30th. But that doesn't always mean that that's what they're going to execute on. Because there were plenty of things that have come from this type of showcase that's happened on the 30th that they talked about, but they did not execute on. So, very interesting stuff indeed. Well, let's see what else we got in the chat here. It's going to be 3:30 a.m. for us, Cold Blood. Says I hit that hit the dislike button. Paul Game says, I'm sorry, but Hellblade 2 doesn't look like fun. Not your mother says it isn't. Oh, let me do that too. So you guys don't miss out on Cold Blood's stream. Let's go to MM2K Gaming while we're here, and a lot of you guys don't subscribe here when you should, because we got some great shit here on MM2K Gaming streams. I'm gonna go to the playlist for Cold Blood's 2 streams here. You'll see 3, but ignore that. It's only because the one is a test. You guys won't be able to see it. It's only showing up because I'm logged in and I'm there. Let's see here. Hellblade 2 4K 60 stream. So if you guys are interested in looking at that stream, here it goes. Want to hear it? Here it goes. And there it goes. That's pinned up top. So if you want to see that 4K 60 stream from Cold Blood, both of them, then go ahead and click on that that playlist and you'll see both streams. But again, we're looking at the poll question being, if Hellblade 2 isn't commercially successful, do you think Xbox shuts down Ninja Theory? We got 24 votes, which we thank y'all so much. Don't forget to vote on that poll. But also do us a huge favor. Can we get to 20 likes? You see, the likes are so important, and we push on the likes. And again, we're not trying to fleece you guys. I could sit there and ask for donations every 5 minutes. I'm not doing that. We ask for the cheap. We ask for the free shit. When you guys hit that like button, it sends a signal to YouTube that people want to engage with this video, and then YouTube puts us more in the algorithm. Like, have you guys not noticed that we're seeing like 30 to 60%, shit, even higher than that, 30 to 60% more traffic on our content since me and Cold Blood started pushing y'all hitting the like button? That's not by accident. That's because you guys hitting the like button or the dislike button, it don't matter, because YouTube looks at it as an engagement, and then that opens it up to more people, and then our family here gets bigger. And more people get to see what you got to say, because we engage with chat. They get to hear your thoughts. Doriega said I changed it back. No, Doriega, if you don't like it, you ain't got to like, Hey, an engagement is engagement. This is how does Microsoft measure success? Hey, look, Paul, don't have me doing that kabuki. I have no idea. They don't know. Well, no. Xbox doesn't know. We know that via the court documents. Phil said so. He said, I don't have a spreadsheet. Which, who says that? But Microsoft knows now. Microsoft has what they expect a game to make. Amy Hood, that's her job. She's Phil's assistant. And she's the COO, I believe, of Microsoft. She got it figured out. And with every release that there is, believe you me, Satya and Amy are sitting there going over each one, looking at the margins, and like, did this exceed the way that we want? This is what we want. We want this amount of progress with Gamepass. We want this amount of progress with individual sales. Now they're being held to two standards. It sounds like. And if that's the case, then yeah, these Xbox games are going to have it. When your game gets an 81, like that matters. People, I notice people, because they've said it to me in private conversation. I notice people that watch me and Cold Blood talk about this, and they're like, oh, you guys are making mountains out of molehills. This content is bullshit. You guys are having these superficial conversations about Metacritic. Metacritic doesn't matter. That's the farthest thing from the truth. Metacritic shouldn't matter. Metacritic doesn't really tell you if you have a good game or not. But here's why Metacritic matters. It matters because these publishers compensate developers based upon Metacritic. Why? Because when the average gamer sees a high Metacritic score, that is almost synonymous with the games being successful. When they see a very low Metacritic score, that's generally synonymous with the game falling off the rails. It's not like that all the time, but generally it's like that. Super high Metacritic scores generally send a signal out to the gaming community. You need to get this shit. Super low says avoid it. Now, what happens is when a certain game is marketed prior to launch a certain way and certain expectations are set with when it does launch, if that game, if people envision a Metacritic score in their head or come up with a range and the game falls within that range, is higher or lower, it can significantly affect the success of that game. That's why compensation is based on Metacritic score. So it is important. You have studios shutting down because they made a game where the Metacritic score was too low. So Metacritic matters. Should it matter in a perfect world? No, but it does. And for all you mofos that are looking at me and Cold Blood like, oh, you guys are having all these superficial conversations, this shouldn't matter. Well, it does. And we only deal in reality. Metacritic matters. And when you're Xbox and you have flagship games and none of those flagship games can land at like 89, 90 or above, and I get Pentiment did it, and even Hi-Fi Rush, which they got rid of the studio. I know Halo Infinite had 87, but again, that's that Xbox curve, and they've admitted it. You had reviewers come out and say, I gave it this high a score because the things that they said were coming that never came. They would do that with nobody else. So yeah, check out MM2K Gaming. Check that out. Remember, at 5 p.m. there's another video that was the beginning of this video. It's going to come. So if you just want to see that, if you missed it, if you came in late, 9:30 p.m. Stay tuned, members. Pay close attention to YouTube. I'll let you guys know through YouTube and Twitter if we're going live, if I'll be able to do it. It depends on how long I got to be here tonight. Matter of fact, we're going off air right now, so me and my wife can have dinner and I can hurry up and get back as fast as I can. So with that said, thank you, everybody. Thank you for your support. Thank you again, Ray J.
Wait, Moose. Want me to stream X Defiant right now?
Oh, you can if you want to. Sure. Okay. That's cool.
Ubisoft gets its 2 hours of fame.
I can't believe this. The world must be coming to an end. All right, I'm going to work with Cold Blood for a couple of minutes to help him set up that stream. And then, and then hopefully then we'll have dinner. Oh, yeah, that's right, my wife. So, yeah, I got a few moments because she's not here just yet. Okay. So, yeah, we'll do that. Here, I'm putting this in the chat. Come on over and get ready, y'all, for here, let me go to the live. Get ready, y'all, for Cold Blood to go live. He's gonna play some X Defiant. I'm gonna help him set that up right now. So join us over there, okay? I put the link in the chat. And while you guys are over there, just hit the sub button. Cause we got a lot. Look at all this fucking gameplay we got over here. You guys are missing out. And like I said, his entire play session of Hellblade. You think we're capping? Check out what he played. The proof is right there. It's all right there on the channel too. All right, we're gonna end this. Thank y'all so much. Until tomorrow, when we do another show, have a wonderful gaming day. Peace. Oh, let me end the poll real quick before we get out of here. And can we get 20 likes, y'all? Can we get 20 likes? I'm in the poll. We had 24 votes. 75% of y'all said yes when we asked if Hellblade 2, if Hellblade 2 isn't commercially successful, do you think Xbox shuts down Ninja Theory? 75% said yes, 25% said no. Thank y'all very much.
Concerning numbers. That
is. Nobody trusts Xbox. Truly concerning. He's like, I may jump in with you, says Doriega. That's cool. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all over there. Peace. All right.